What's with the assault hate? I notice a lot of people in here don't like the assault class. I see people speaking on the perks, gameplay, etc. I get where everyone is coming from, but I've never had issues with the assault class. I actually quite enjoy playing the class. I'll admit I'm not the highest performing teammate in every match, but there has been plenty of matches where assaults were watching heavy backs when they get swarmed. Oh, I mean, that's fair. That's actually a good point. Yeah, you can definitely get a ground slam to create some space for the heavy. That's pretty good strat. Reviving vanguards when they go zipping off ahead of themselves. I mean, okay. I don't think reviving vanguards is a quality of the assault class people really think about. Fighting side by side with bulwarks. I honestly like the imagery they're kind of going for here. I've also played with assault in my team who were kicking butt. Some of the best players I played with were assault players. I mean, that's honestly kind of fair. If you see somebody performing really well on the assault class, you know that they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? And yeah, normally it kind of can stand out. I mean, fair point. Obviously, they are misunderstanding what people are talking about when we are criticizing the assault class. We're not hating on the class. To be honest, putting it that way kind of makes me feel bad. I'm sorry. I have to apologize to the the assault class enjoyers out there. I like the class also. I've been playing a lot of it. I'm merely speaking on my experience, of course. I know everyone's experience is different. So why all the hate? I don't understand. The Emperor protects. Yes, for the Emperor. This is such an innocent post. I found this. It honestly. Whoever posted this posted it very recently. I am here within the hour on this post, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I definitely wanted to make a video on this because I felt like it cracks me up. Honestly, I really hope people are actually, being very thoughtful when it comes to criticizing the assault class, and nobody here is hating on the class. But I have seen a lot of good discussions around the assault class recently, so I definitely want to heighten that a little bit because I mean, we have seen the devs tweak classes before in hotfixes. So it would be interesting if we got an 8.2 and maybe some sort of buff on the assault. But overall, we've definitely been playing a lot of this class recently, and I think we enjoy the class. We do not hate it. We do not hate it. I definitely enjoy playing the class, and obviously I've been playing a little bit of it recently. I'm pretty much ready to jump into hard siege mode with it. And it looks like the connection issues are actually in a pretty good spot. I was able to get a nice 20 wave run, and that felt really good. But I wasn't playing the assault class there. But yeah, this person definitely has a misunderstanding when it comes to this class. So it's pretty funny. I wanted to cover this, and hopefully we can see some sort of tweaks to it. Since this is kind of a topic that's been on everyone's mind recently, I felt like this was definitely a funny one to highlight. I'm not saying the assault can't be played well. I've seen many amazing players wreck stuff with it. That being said, I'd say 9 out of 10 assault players I've encountered are about half as useful as Bot Straybon. Okay. Wow. I love how the original poster responds to this. They say, to be fair, Bot Straybon's pretty dang good. And yeah, they definitely have a point there. But yeah, I mean, okay, maybe players are hating on people who, join hard siege mode with the assault and they're like level 10. Maybe there's some hate there, maybe. Definitely see some players pretty frustrated about that. But it is kind of interesting to see, how this class is being talked about now. I know a lot of people want the class to be buffed. But to be clear, the class can definitely do a lot of things right. Like being able to perfect dodge things with a heightened window is definitely pretty nice. And overall, the gun strike build for assault is pretty good. Making sure you can just get perfect dodges also. Yeah, overall, I've definitely been enjoying the class recently. But yeah, I mean, if this class is getting any serious hate, that would be kind of unfortunate. I mean, I can go and check to see if there's a post made recently. Maybe this person is referring to something that they saw, and maybe somebody was just hating somebody who was playing this class or something. I'm not 100% sure. I can definitely take a quick look, though. Assault is so stupid, and I hate it. This is just me being annoyed at how every multiplayer game seems to be filled with Assault spamming their dumb jump uber stun combo. That is all. Time to go kill some Tyranids. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen this one before. But yeah, this is basically where you would find Assault hate is on PvP, so that honestly makes a little bit more sense, but I really don't think that is what the original poster was referring to here. I think you're misunderstanding it a little bit. Folks don't hate Assault, we love it, and we want it to be better. Looking at it from a balanced perspective, it really is just worse than the other classes. The only thing you could maybe give it is mobility, but even then, it could be so much better if they not nerf the jump pack from the other game modes. I think honestly the devs should go back and rebuff the stuff that they nerfed from the Assault originally, which mainly was just proven efficiency, I believe, where you can get extra damage on your gun strikes. That they should rebuff that or something. You know, I don't understand why they would nerf the gun strikes when the highest difficulty at the time was like lethal or something, right? We want Assault to be better so that we don't get punished for using it on the higher difficulty missions. Yeah, at the very least, you definitely go through you go through so much more as playing Assault. Like, you have to manage your health. Honestly, managing your armor on that class isn't too bad. Getting perfect dodges with that class is also pretty much where your survivability is. But in siege mode, especially in hard siege mode, you can't perfect dodge everything. Even there will be moments where you perfect dodge and jump directly into some hazards, and yeah, all that chip damage starts to add up. So I honestly think the Assault class could use some healing when it does perfect dodges. But yeah, this is definitely like a funny way to look at this, and considering that we've been talking about this class so much, I'm genuinely not surprised that somebody is kind of confusing it with, like, you know, people hating on the class. Outside of PvP, where that's pretty much what I've found when it comes to people actually hating the class, it's definitely more like PvP folks. But I'm not too sure the original poster here intended it to be PvP specific. I don't think so at all, to be completely honest. But yeah, I think this is pretty funny. This is definitely a kind of uncommon way of people responding to what they really want their classes to improve with. Nobody was you know what, actually, with the grenade launcher, with the grenade launcher, maybe the people were hating that a little bit. They were hating playing with the grenade launcher. I think people definitely hated playing with the grenade launcher more than playing with under-leveled Assault players, maybe. I don't know. That's the only... There's not even like a real stereotype when it comes to any of these classes, but I feel like there's a lot of under-leveled Assault players that I feel like are highlighted on Reddit, where they're like, oh, look at this under-leveled player, and it's always the Assault class for whatever reason. But recently I've been playing with a lot of under-leveled Vanguards as well, so so that's kind of a funny way to look at it. But yeah, overall, it's not genuine hate. That is pretty wild. Definitely wanted to make sure that we clarified that. Assault is just not as good / fun as they were in Space Marine 1. They're bot bad per se. They're not bad per se. But compared to the other classes, they don't provide a lot of buffs to the teams, which are crucial in higher difficulties. But even then, they can definitely still perform. But yeah, they don't provide a lot of buffs to the team. You know what, that's kind of true. Like, some of the buffs that you start to see on, like, Heavy is pretty interesting, where, like, the Heavy can just put up their shield, and then the team that's close to the Heavy, they're going to get ability cooldown, which is kind of crazy. I think it would be kind of cool to see more stuff like that with the Assault class. Maybe give their teammates perfect dodge windows. That would be kind of interesting. But overall, I think their team perks are fine. But yeah, this is kind of another direction. I guess some people didn't like this class, as far as if you compare it from Space Marine 1 to Space Marine 2. Now, I didn't play Space Marine 1, or at least I didn't play, I haven't seen the Assault class in Space Marine 1. And I think I've seen some jumping, but if the jumping is just higher in Space Marine 1 compared to Space Marine 2, I don't know, maybe the ground slam is a little bit cooler in Space Marine 2. Regardless, you gotta let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that one. But yeah, when it comes to this class and people actually hating it, it is mostly due to the fact that in PvP it's a little crazy. And then I guess some people just enjoyed the Space Marine 1 version a little bit more. It is kind of funny, though, that I did find another post that was like, hey, man, why do people hate this class? I don't get it. It slams pretty well. It does a lot of damage. And they basically ended the post being like, well, I'm only level 5. So it seems like a lot of new players are kind of interested to see why people don't like this class. So I guess this is kind of for them. And as far as seeing new players for Siege mode, I have seen like a handful, but nothing too crazy. I mean, I guess we will see, but it is kind of wild. I keep seeing players jump into Siege mode without team perks, so yeah, if that continues, we might need to highlight that again, because that is insane. We definitely need to see something change with how they do that. But overall, the Assault class is not getting hate. people are just, they're just criticizing the class because they like it. They want to see some improvements. It's basically constructive criticism. It's not hating the class. Unless it's PvP, I guess. In that case, yeah, there is a handful of people who do not like to see that class in PvP. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this. And thanks for watching. All right, well, do you ever think we will get primary weapons for Assault? Maybe, but maybe the Assault class is getting a little bit of hate. I just saw this one too, so this is definitely a funny turn of events when we're talking about the Assault hate. And now people are making fun of the class. This is unfortunate, very unfortunate.